In this exercise, we will be creating this animation. I go to After Effects, new composition, the same settings, duration, I need 10 seconds. I click on OK, right click, import file, I go exercise 6. I select all the images and click on import. I'm gonna bring them one by one, starting by the sky. I drag and drop, but we notice the size of the sky is smaller than the size of the composition. We can fix that by changing the scale from here. I click and drag, I scale it up, or I can change the scale from here, the percentage, or I can right click, transform, and choose fit to comp. And just like that, it fits the comp. I'm gonna bring water, drag and drop. Same thing, it's smaller than the composition. We can fix that by right clicking, transform, or I can go here, layer, transform, and this time I'm gonna choose fit to comp width, click, and now it fits perfectly the width of the comp. Here we have option snapping. If we activate this, now the object snaps like this. We can stick it to the corner easily. I can deactivate this option and press and maintain control, and we get the snapping option like this. Snap it to the right, to the left, in the corner like this. I let go of control. I'm gonna bring the fishnet, drag and drop. If I press control, I can snap it in the bottom like this. Fishnet selected, control D, I duplicate and I take the copy right here, control, and I can snap it in the bottom like this. I'm gonna put the water on top. I press T to bring the opacity, and I'm gonna change it from 100% to 75. Press enter, and now we can see the net under the water. I'm gonna bring fish one, click and drag like this. I'm gonna make the layer of the fish 5 seconds long like this. I'm gonna trim it, and now I'm gonna animate the fish. I toggle this up, fish selected, I press P. I'm gonna start here, gonna start here. I click on the stopwatch. After 1 second, I move it right here. I move it a little bit like this, up. I move it a little bit down. Gonna move it right here, and after more than 1 second, I'm gonna move it right here. I move it a little bit. Now for the second jump, and it goes down like this, and gonna put the playhead right here, and the fish is gonna leave the composition. I'm gonna make these closer together like this, and I'm gonna move them a little bit to the left. Let's see what we get. We need to modify the motion path. To do that, I'm gonna use a new method, which is this tool right here, the pen tool. And now if I put the cursor right here, we see the icon has changed. If I click and make the path linear, this is exactly what we want. We want the fish to go on a linear path from here to here, and make it curvy from here. It's already curvy. And the last two keyframes, I need them to be linear too. So I'm gonna put the cursor right here, make one click, and now it became linear. If I click once again, I make it curvy. I click again, I make it linear. This is exactly what we want. I'm gonna go back to selection tool, and I'm gonna move these handles like this. I'm gonna move these handles like this. I want it to go down like this. I'm gonna change these handles a little bit like this. And this one, I'm gonna move it a little bit. Like this. Let's play and see what we get. I think the speed is good. One last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna right click on the fish. I can do it from here or from here. Right click, transform, and I'm gonna click on auto orient. I click, I choose orient along path. I click on OK, and now as you notice, the fish follows exactly the motion path and rotates along. I play, and now it looks much more realistic. I'm gonna put the fish layer under the water like this. Now it looks like the fish is swimming in the water. Now we need to animate the second fish. To do that, I can bring the second fish like this. I bring it, I put the layer right here. I can shorten the layer like this. I'll make it 5 seconds like the other. This is the second fish. I can select all the keyframes of the first fish, Control C. I'll go to fish 2, and I'm gonna paste all these keyframes, Control V. And now if I press U, you see all the keyframes. I copied and I pasted, and if I play now, we have the second fish swimming. Of course, I can right click, transform, and do auto orient the same way I did, orient along path, and we will get a good result like this. So this is one way of doing it, or we can do something else. I'm gonna delete fish 2. I'm gonna select fish 1. I'm gonna duplicate it, Control D, like this. I'm gonna move it right here. We see the same fish swimming. And here's what I'm gonna do. I select fish 2 in the project panel. I press Alt. I click and drag while pressing Alt, and I drop it right here. On the copy of fish 1, I let go, and just like that, I replaced the picture of fish 1 with fish 2, and I kept the same animation, the same position, same everything. I just replaced image 1 with image 2. If I play now, this is exactly the result we wanted. I'm gonna play the entire animation now. And now the exercise is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.